I started the fucking timer.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to SuperCo-opBros. La 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 la
La la la, King Julian.
King Julian. King Julian, I'm gonna eat your asshole.
Oh.
Muddy. No, Mort. Mort, how good that dick, bitch. It's so good, kid. Anyway, welcome back to SuperCo-opBros.
We're not monetized because we would have been demonetized.
Yeah. Say it again, Mort. I'm a lying piece of shit, kid. Anyway, that's this. Now I'm glad in one short sentence people just know what I do in my off time.
Oh, it's time for
cutscene.
Cart scene.
Checking out that huge cloud wouldn't be hard.
No, you can't,
do it
bitch.
At it with your shit,
This
boy.
shit. How many times have I told you not to mouth back to me? Smack!
Yeah, slap!
Is that you?
Link, when did you join the KKK?
Yeah. Is that you? When did you become so racist?
Oh, hot. Hey, Link, they told me you were missing. It's good to see you doing well.
Tiba. Is Tiba the guy, new Rito Elder? Who was the guy in Breath of the Wild that helped you?
He was, well, I mean, oh.
Was it Tiba? Anyway.
It might have been, because I think I'm getting the original, like, the original Guardian, the
like
blue guy.
Yeah, the Guardian guy, yeah.
Mixed up. Very nice to see you again. Do you remember my son, Tulin?
Oh, Bobby, it's nice to see you again. You look so healthy, dear.
He's gotten taller and more brazen. Can you just slap some fucking sense into him?
Yeah, Link, why do you look so based right now?
Fuck. Well, maybe you didn't treat you like a hatchling all the time. As long as you still take on the world by yourself, you'll always be my little chick. You're that little
now
chick.
Shut up. Smack.
What do you think I can? I'm already fully fledged, you know? I got a big dick!
Yeah, I'm a real boy. Do you think...
Yeah, go on.
Do you think these bird people have, like, those, like, duck corkscrew dicks?
Well, I would say no, because they are much more, like...
Go on.
I'm trying to think of, like...
Like a falcon?
Yeah. Not so much a waterfowl, more of a
More of a land bird.
land bird! They don't need that corkscrew dick.
They're one... Sorry, editor. They're one of them land...
He'll change your tune.
Remember, people.
Yeah, what's up?
Much like your bus driver, remember to thank your editor and apologize.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
apologize
Apologize a
when you're a
lot.
dick.
Apologize a lot. You all keep wasting your time treating the song of Stormwind Arc like it's real, but not me.
Oh, Stormwind. I love Warcraft.
Listen, you.
Oh,
Unbelievable.
God. It sounded like he hit the camera.
Thunk. He wants me to go with him. What's causing the blizzard? He's having trouble hearing no. Mention song. You voice this person.
It's an old folk song here in Rito Village. Oh, you should listen to it sometime, Bubby. Long, long ago, when we faced a different sort of upheaval, the village was saved thanks to a great flying ship. Well, I didn't believe it, because ships can't fly. It's probably an airplane, or so claims a song that's been passed down through generations.
It's a song for children, mind you. Few adults still parrot it as if it were true. I said parrot like we're not birds.
It goes a little something like this. What do you think?
Still, every now and then, you get reports among the Rito of the flagship. Don't mind her. She's lost her mind. Combined with...
No. Yeah, it goes a little something like this. Annie, you okay? Annie, you okay? Are you okay, Annie?
I like to think that she's like... she's like the ancient alien people that are like, anything is alien. Anything and everything is aliens.
Oh, yeah. You know who sang the song the first time? Aliens.
Alien.
They came down from the sky.
Come on, that was
they built all the temples around us.
Dude, I get so irrationally angry when that show's on. I'm like, why can't you just have faith in the people before us? Like, maybe they were just smarter than we are.
'Cause fuck them. That's, that is a wild, fun, thing to think about, because they're like, they had all these crazy, these pyramids, the way they were built, and they were, so perfect and blah, 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 how could they do it? And they're like, it had to have been aliens. Nah, dude, probably the 2 million Jew slaves that they had labor, 23 hours a day. They probably had a little something to do with it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, those rocks are big and really fucking heavy, but get enough people pulling it.
They're big and heavy, and yes, they're at the beginning, they were crafted very, very carefully and precisely at the beginning. However, if you throw it, I think that's a Louis C.K. joke before he became a weirdo, or whatever. He was like, you throw enough, death and suffering at something, you're gonna get a good product. My husband hasn't been able to leave the village much. I wish there was something I could, keep going. I'll speedrun this shit.
Okay.
Yeah. But maybe I'm not asking the one you want. You should try asking Hearth. I mean, keep clicking it. I'll just read it.
Yeah.
My friend Hearth has many sources of information, so you might already have a lead about Princess Zelda. You see the 2 bonfires out that way? No, rapid fire click it.
Dude, if I rapid fire click it, there's no way you're gonna read it.
That's the...
All right, fine.
Do it.
Go. I'm going.
He's in the lodge near there if you'd try... What, now I'm not doing it.
All right, fine. Fuck you.
The joke's over. Tiba's profile has been added.
I don't care about Tiba's profile.
Yeah,
I'm gonna profile
fuck you,
Tiba.
Tiba, you're a cock! Tim Tiba. He's a football player.
What? the Rito are actually the fucking
yeah, tomato.
The target of the Hyrulean KKK.
Tomato, Yeah, shoot a fucking fire at him.
I don't think
I'm sorry?
Oh yeah, you didn't know that?
I had. So if you shoot them with the opposing element, they just disappear?
Yeah, they just fucking explode.
What? That's so cool.
Yeah, dude.
Did I ever tell you about I don't know why that just made me think about this. Did I ever tell you about the idea I had to remake The Legend of Zelda 2?
Yes, you did, but go on. Tell it to everybody else.
Think, and Nintendo, you can have this for free. A way that you could make it, because, it was built like a traditional RPG, right? So you had, leveling and blah, 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 and, you get experience. The way you could change that is offer in, a power... Kind of like this, actually, that I never made that comparison, Tears of the Kingdom. You could throw in a power scaling system where... when you complete the temples, it makes you stronger, and the world will also scale around you. So that way, every time like you return a gem to one of the temples, like you power up because you did that. And then, because like, you know how, yeah, I never understood that there was like a kind of a correlation with this, because you know how whenever you do Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, whatever,
Yeah.
you do a temple, you get like more hearts. So however like the math works, the items that you can find are stronger, and also there are more powerful enemies in the world.
Yes.
So like just build it like that. Or better yet, because of the way they made the world in Legend of Zelda 2 was you like the world was built the world was built so that the more you progress and you got to the more dangerous areas, the enemies were harder and whatnot. So you can make it so that the temples you go to would, you know, power you up, and then you'd be ready for like those next instances of the world.
Yeah.
But a good thing that you could do, that actually would be an interesting way to do it, like, because in this one, like, there's just like powerful enemies around, whatever, and then just like shit happens. But if you made it in a way that it was still kind of like open world, like this, then you would still have the choice to be like, all right, like I'm the weakest, but I want to go all the way to the end, and you could do that.
Yeah.
Or you could follow along the linear path you're supposed to go and like get there naturally. You know what? The more I think about it, I think I basically subconsciously like stole the idea of how this is built with like minor nuances and was just like, here's what you could do.
Yeah.
But I want it. Nintendo, make it.
Do it, bitch.
I that's something too that I want to happen. Sorry, I had to do my little autistic little clap when I get excited.
Play Queen.
Something I want more of is developers have been taking popular games and remastering them, which is fine.
Yeah.
That's okay to do. But what they should do, like something that they should be doing,
Is make the games that people actually want.
Well, that, but instead of taking like here's the thing, like Blizzard did it right with Warcraft 3, and then they made Warcraft 3 Reforged.
Yeah.
Warcraft 3 already looked pretty good.
Yeah.
It was pretty okay,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Take Warcraft 1 and 2
Oh, fuck.
and redo that shit and make it like update that shit, make it HD and re-release it so that way like it's I guess a better example would be Grand Theft Auto, because remember when they released that like remastered trilogy where it was 3 Vice City and San Andreas, and they instead of doing that, because like I don't know if you remember Grand Theft Auto 1 and 2, they were like top down kind of geometric games, whatever.
Great.
But they still had like a little bit of a story and just like shit you could do in them. Take those games and make HD like updated versions of those. That would be way more interesting than releasing an HD version of San Andreas.
Yeah, I agree.
I want to see that happen, because like it is bonkers to me that
Ow. Fuck.
oh shit,
Fine.
it is bonkers to me that the very first Legend of Zelda has not got any kind of update. Like
Well,
they've done it
when
with
a game's
Link's Awakening. It is, I mean, it's perfect, but like imagine if they, as a side project, took this. They took Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, whatever.
Yeah.
And then just applied it to the map of Legend of Zelda 1.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be fucking nuts.
Fucking nuts.
Because, like, they're fucking nuts. Because they did it with, like, a couple of other Zeldas. The only one I can think of. Yeah. did 3D remasters for Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask on the DS.
Yeah.
Then they completely redid Link's Awakening.
Yeah.
Like, I do that for, like, the first two Zeldas. I don't understand why that hasn't happened yet. Nintendo, Miyamoto, the fuck, bro.
the fuck. You know what I want? Like next Zelda game, which is probably going to be another Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom clone. Because like, I mean,
go on.
I don't know why you would go away from this unless you do yet another wildly different.
So I do have a side note on that, but I want to let you finish first.
I want because, and I'm gonna date this episode because I can.
Yeah, fuck you.
The Elden Ring DLC came out recently, and I've been playing Elden Ring a lot lately. And I opened this game after we talked about it last night, playing it today. I was like, I need to learn the controls of this game again. So I got in and I started playing, and I instinctually was trying to dodge roll everything. And I was like, I need a dodge roll. I need a dodge roll in a Zelda game.
That'd be great. No, I was because I was messaging you on Discord earlier last night.
Yeah.
Same thing happens to me between Diablo 3 and 4, because in Diablo 4 you have a dodge mechanic with the spacebar. Then I go back to Diablo 3 and I try hit spacebar and nothing happens, and my brain is like, what the fuck?
What's happening?
However,
oh yeah, go ahead.
Go on.
No, you go ahead.
But I was just gonna say, it's interesting that you mentioned like what the next Zelda game is gonna be, because there's a large percent of the Zelda fan base that wants a return to form with like some of the older format.
I mean, I wouldn't say no to it. I think that would be really cool.
I wouldn't either, and what I think needs to happen is I think that the next game just needs to take the best of both worlds and combine them into one. Like, here's a good example, because the Breath of the Wild, I was watching some just, random ass videos of like behind the scenes and whatnot. Yeah. Do you know the hook shot was planned to be in Breath of the Wild?
Really?
Yeah. So, like, there's nothing wrong with putting like some of those items and some of that old formula into this game. Because like I thought about that so many times. One of the here's the best example I can give. I'm at like in here. It's like, oh, I need to go to this place. Oh, whoa, I need to, like, when we got to that shrine, I need to burn down these bushes, or I need to, like, climb or whatever. Mm-hmm. I don't have enough stamina. Let me get a potion for his stamina. Let me upgrade my stamina, and then I can get up there. Or, like, let me find a fire flower to put on my bow. Let me do something, blah, blah. And then I can, like, it's creative, and it leaves a lot of options, which is great. But it's like very I don't want to say uninteresting, but here's why it like kind of fails in comparison to the old format. Because in Twilight Princess, for example, you would go just along wherever you're going, you go through like this pass, and you like look up on the mountainsides, and you would go, what's up with these cliff sides? They have weird rails in them. Like, there are these like lines in them. I don't know what those are. So you go around, you screw around, and you go, all right, I can't figure it out yet. Like, maybe I'll just come back later. Yeah. Then you go to that bone temple, whatever the hell it was in the desert, and then you get the little like Beyblade fucking top spinner guy, right? And then you go, then you use it in the dungeon, figure out what it's for, and then your brain clicks and goes, oh my god, I know what I can do there. And then you go back and you do it, and when you do it, you go, I figured it out. Like, there's a lot of aha moments. There's a lot of like satisfying ideals in the old formula of Legend of Zelda and those other games where, just a lot of cool, interesting stuff can be done, and there's like a layer of progression that happens, where in this one it's like, there's progression, but it's like, I beat a dungeon. Cool, I need to go to the other dungeon. I beat that dungeon. Cool, now I have weapons, and I do this, and blah, blah, blah,
like,
blah,
this
blah.
is, this is, I understand, I know what you're talking about, because, like, this is very much, it is open world. And open world means you can do whatever the fuck you want, whenever the fuck you want. But,
right.
When it comes to a classic Zelda format, I kind of wish there was something else, you know? Because, like, it would be 100%. Nice to be like, okay, you got this, now you can go here. But, like, now with this, it's just like, you can go fucking anywhere, anytime, ever. Like, you don't need shit. Like, you might be wildly underprepared, but you can go there. Like...
Yeah, which, again, is cool, but at the same time, like, even the... Because, like, here's the thing. They said, whenever they made Breath of the Wild, their idea was that we are going back to our roots with, like, Legend of Zelda 1. Because in Legend of Zelda 1, you just went and you figured it out. However, the thing that they don't remember... Here, and this is why, like, there's an aged disconnect between, like, back then to now, because in the old Zelda game, when you went, like, one, it was a Nintendo game, it was an old game, so you had, like, the game manual, and it told you how to get started. It would say some stuff. People forget about that aspect whenever it came to those old games. There was a pivotal part about it, because they didn't have the technology to throw in these super-ass long tutorials, and even, like, right now, all this text and shit, like, that was... pretty hard to do because you needed a save for space and all that shit. Where now it's like, who gives a fuck? You have a PC, you have a Nintendo Switch, you have an Xbox. We can put so much data on this. Like the, like, for instance, Metroid... What was the fucking... Metroid Dread had a lot in it. But Metroid Dread had a ton in it. Metroid Dread was only 4 gigabytes. On a little SD card that plugged into a Nintendo Switch that could do so much. Like, the technology is unfathomable where we used to be. Like, you know, somebody in 1980, whatever, playing a Nintendo, seeing this now would be like, holy shit, future man, how'd you do this, you know?
Future man!
Future man! So, like, that's a big part of it. And what they did was, like, it's not as... truly open as they want you to think, because you would go into the dungeons, and the dungeons in game by, like, you can go back and play the game and see this. If you go into the dungeon and look up, it would say the number of the dungeon that you were in. It was labeled 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you wanted to go in and explore, you could. But also...
You're going to have a bad time.
If you went in and you saw Dungeon 3, you go, oh, I missed a few steps. You're gonna go back to Dungeon 1 and figure it out. And, like, unless you, again, if you like Darien or whatever, but that's, you know, that's people piss me off when they don't realize that, where you can choose your own adventure in a lot of these games. That's something, like, I play a lot of Warcraft. That is something that makes me mad, because there's a thing that feature they put in called looking for raid, where you queue in for an auto instance raid, the very bare minimum, and people are like, this is destroying the game, this is doing this, blah blah blah. Then don't do it. They don't do it. There are literally 3 other raid difficulties for people like you that want to do other shit. You're only having a bad time because you did that to you. Shut the fuck up, right? The ability to choose my own adventure is so much better than just forcing you into it, because then you can pick what you want to do. People don't understand that. So, like,
unfortunately, yes.
Yeah, so bringing that back around, what that means is in the very first Legend of Zelda compared to now, you're not really even going back to the roots fully, because it was open world, there was a lot of exploration, but that exploration wasn't basically for, like, wonder and environment building, like how they did with Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. They did it because it was a way to say, this is your adventure, go figure it out. So, because, like, there were items that you could get in those dungeons that you needed to progress to other dungeons. The biggest example is the raft. If you didn't have the raft in Legend of Zelda 1, you couldn't get to like 1 or 2 of the dungeons. You couldn't get like some of the heart pieces that were found in the world. You couldn't do a couple of things. Like there was halted progression like there was in other Zelda games that isn't in this one, which again isn't necessarily a bad thing, but that idea of progression in the old formula of Legend of Zelda is lacking in this one. And that's why I think, oh shit, that's why I think the next Zelda game needs to have like the best of both worlds. Like there's no reason why they can't take the positive aspects from the games before and Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom and mash them into one.
Here's the only thing that oh my god. Hang on.
Oh shit.
Oh, my bow broke. I forgot. Shit. That one.
Well, better get a new one, bitch.
I'm trying.
Yeah, shoot him in the face.
Fuck. See, that's why I need a dodge roll.
Yeah. Shoot him in his weird head bump.
Yeah, it's weird head bump. Horriblin Caw. Anyway, but any hoozle. The only thing that I'm going to be like incredibly harsh about with a new Zelda game, especially if they go back to form, is I want actually fun items, because that was one of the things that I didn't like about Skyward Sword. As much as I love that game, the items in that game fucking suck. They are terrible.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, that's more of a thing about like just individual design rather than just the overall part, like the style of the game. Cause some of the Skyward Sword items, but also to be fair, I think that had a little bit to do with the limitations because they were going for motion.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, so, but like, I think what they need to do is make a couple of new items, but also bring back some like classic items that were just fun.
Yeah, no, I agree. I totally.
Yeah. But anyway, on that, maybe next time on SuperCo-opBros, we'll stop bitching about Zelda games and make it to the other temple.
Never. Never gonna stop bitching about Zelda games.
Never ever.
We love them, but we'll never stop.
Oh, I'll never stop bitching about anything. Yeah.
All right, next time.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, I love you.